13-year-old Clarendon boy charged with burglary and larceny. A 13-year-old Clarendon boy has been charged in relation to a break-in and theft of $180,000 from a woman's house in his community. The teen was charged on Tuesday with burglary and larceny after being interviewed in the company of his mother. According to the police, he admitted to the crime. He is set to appear in court on October 10. The police report that about 6 p.m. on the day in question, the complainant realized that the strip around her back door was missing along with an undetermined amount of money. A report was made to the police, and upon further investigation, the boy's house was searched. The police say $180,000 in cash was found in the ceiling of the dwelling. The teen was arrested and later charged. Man shot and killed in Monique, St. Anne. St. Anne, Jamaica. A man was shot and killed in Swamp, Monique, St. Anne on Friday morning. He has been identified as 32-year-old Jermalee Campbell, a construction worker in the area. Police reports indicate that around 12:15 a.m., residents heard explosions and summoned them. When the lawman arrived on the scene, Campbell was found with gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police have not yet identified a motive for the killing. Enid Anderson, a resident of the area, said she is concerned about the incident. The 65-year-old said the community, where she spent all her life, appears to be getting out of hand. I have lived here for many years and these incidents that I have been seeing aren't normal. In the hours of the morning on a school night most people are sleeping. If you are not sleeping is must some business you have or some persons having a little get-together, but it never ended in death, she said. She expressed sadness, noting that she knew Campbell and his relatives. I don't know how that young man lost his life, but he seemed like a good person. I saw him sometimes whenever I go to the shop, he and his family, they are good people. I can only pray now that God helps the police to find the perpetrators, she said. She said she hopes these incidents do not continue as it will not drive fear into the children who reside in the area. This is a nice, peaceful community, and I pray these incidents don't change the place, that our children and our children's children can live here too and experience the good feeling because it's a very nice place, she said. Highway expansion drive. PM wants to fast-track road network construction. OLL Gate, Clarendon. Prime Minister Andrew Holness opened the May Penn to Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000 on Thursday morning, telling guests that he wants to fast-track construction of the country's highway network as infrastructure development will attract investment, create jobs, and improve people's lives. This road is a step in improving the general quality of life for all Jamaicans, a step in improving the productivity of all Jamaicans, Holness said, pointing out that the highway projects will make it easier for Jamaicans in rural areas to consider taking jobs in other areas as travel time will be reduced. It also improves the response time of our emergency services, improves the delivery, and lowers the delivery cost of our agricultural output to market, Holness added as he argued that infrastructure build-out improves people's well-being. Infrastructure is the foundation of any economy. Good infrastructure enables trade, drives businesses, connects workers to their jobs, and creates opportunities. Without good infrastructure it is difficult to attract investment and create jobs, the Prime Minister said. Our infrastructure program doesn't stop here. I want you to look out for the extension of the Williamsfield in Manchester to Hodges, near Black River Highway. The ultimate plan is to extend the east-west highway to Negril, and this highway will bypass Spur Tree Hill, which is such a treacherous road, and it will be a 4-lane highway with international standards for driving and safety, he said. The May Penn to Williamsfield Highway project, which will reduce travel time from Kingston to Mandeville and other points west, was originally scheduled for completion in October 2022. However, that timeline was changed to January 2023 and later March 2023. The highway, which motorists will use toll-free until the end of this year, includes the design and construction of approximately 23 kilometers of a 4-lane arterial divided road on a new alignment and the upgrading of approximately 5 kilometers of the existing Melrose Hill bypass to a 4-lane rural arterial divided road. Holness said he wants the timeline for the planning and construction of highways to be reduced. As you can see, it is usually 5 years from plan to cutting the ribbon. I'm going to try and shorten that period as much as we can, because as we build more infrastructure, especially taking on these large infrastructure, we are also building the management capacity for these infrastructure, he said. I am not expecting that it will take 5 years, but I want you to also appreciate that it is not just putting the tractor on the road and the excavator to tear down the hillside. A lot of work has to go into this, added Holness. He explained that procurement and studies are essential to ensure the highways are built to regulatory standards. We have to do the environmental studies. We have to do the regulatory. We have to do the administrative. We have to do the procurement. We have to do the public investment assessment just to ensure that every dollar that is allocated to the project is actually on the project, said Holness. He pointed to the Montego Bay Perimeter Road now under construction, saying that is going to ease the traffic in Montego Bay and add speed and comfort to the traveling public in that area. The $274 million project is expected to be completed by the end of 2025, consisting of a 14.9-kilometer perimeter road to provide motorists with an alternative route around Montego Bay. The project also includes the rehabilitation of Barnett Street and West Green Avenue, a 10.5-kilometer long hill bypass road, and a comprehensive drainage study of Montego Bay. Reiterating the need to connect the east-west and north-south highways, he said, as it now stands, motorists are forced to travel off one to access the other. To remedy that, there will be an interchange. Additionally, he said that the North Coast Highway will be expanded by 30 kilometers to end near Trelawney. We have started negotiations on that. It will significantly ease the traffic flow in that area, he said. Holness also said he is preparing for the official opening of the Southern Coastal Highway. In a few weeks I will be opening the South Coast Highway Improvement Project Part B, the eastern section, Harbor View to Port Antonio. The people on that side of the island have endured, and I want to say to them I thank you for your patience, said Holness. When we say we are connecting Jamaica, we are making Jamaica a smaller place in terms of the time to travel, so you could potentially now realistically have your residence in Mandeville and work in Kingston if you choose, he said.